Hi, this is Tariq again. I'm picking up from last time. I just want to show you how to create a new meeting role, but this time I'm creating a special meeting role and changing the agenda of the meeting because our next meeting, the 28th, in our club in Copenhagen Toastmasters Club, we have a special day. And what we are going to do, as you can see, this is the typical meeting agenda. What we will do is that we will introduce a new role, and I will go back to the club control panel, meeting roles, and we go down here at the bottom, and then we add external speaker. So it's assignable to a person. It will be shown. It's not fillable. It's not on repeat. We will hide the repeat. The role is not a competition. It's not hidden from the public. It's not a speaker, and it's not. And this is also 0, and we will save it. So now when we go back, we will see that we have this new external speaker role. We go back to our meeting site or club site. We choose the date, 28th of August. And what we want to do is that we have invited an external speaker to our meeting. And we've changed a little bit about our meeting because we're going to remove some of the general meeting things that we have to make room for external speakers. And why do we introduce external speakers to our club is that we want external motivation and inspiration and people that actually work with communication and leadership to tell us about their experience in work, in their professional life, on what they do, what techniques do they use, and in that way to enforce and empower and to confirm that what we are doing and getting taught using pathways or the old communication manuals is actually the right thing to do because this is what you do in real life. But this is a new thing. This is our first meeting in this new term, and we are introducing an external speaker. And for that, we will be changing the agenda a little bit. We will have a brief introduction by the president. We don't have a word of the day because the grammarian will not have a report or a role. We will have a Toastmaster that we will be introducing the speakers, and we will have up to 4 speakers. We don't have any reserves. Oh, we have reserves if somebody cancels, but we don't have the table topics. We remove that session. We will also remove a report by the R counter, and we will remove the grammarian. And last but not least, we will remove the general evaluator role. Oh, so the reason why we can't delete that is because somebody has been assigned to that role. So Bart has been assigned to that role. I will be deleting Bart and I will give him another role. But to be able to delete it from the agenda, of course, nobody has, it shouldn't be assigned. And as you can see now, it's not assigned. It doesn't have the green check mark. So we just delete that role. And now we have a very condensed meeting where we have 4 speeches and 4 evaluations and a timekeeper to keep track of time, but it's not a report. The timekeeper won't give a report only if time allows it. But and that's all of this is actually done before the break. And as you can see, we want to take the break and put it beneath the timekeeper, and timekeeper is 80. So if we say 180 here and just press enter, it will change, as you can see, the location of the break and put it at 180, and it will push all the other meeting agenda items up. So now you can see we have 4 speeches and 4 evaluations, and then a break. And after the break, we want to introduce the external speaker. And the role for that is, of course, external speaker. And our external speaker will be having 60 minutes for this role. And it should be on the agenda, and we want to create that. And now you can see actually we have regular meeting, break, and then we go directly to the external speaker after the break. And as you can see, this is how you can change and modify the agenda, putting new roles. But one of the important thing is that if you want to do this in the future as well, creating new meetings where you have an external speaker, this is very tedious if you go into every meeting agenda and manually remove roles and items and move around with the different things. Now we can actually do one thing, is that we can create a new template. We can call this external speaker meeting agenda. And we save that. So now we saved it. For instance, if I go back here and say, okay, we want actually, our regular meeting is called English meeting. And this is the template. So as you can see now, this is what we had in the beginning, but I removed a lot of items. For instance, the word of the day, the grammarian, the general evaluator, the counter. I moved around with the break and put in external speaker. Now I can actually go here and I can choose external speaker meeting agenda and say go. And what it does is that it changes the meeting agenda to that template. So in the future, if you have a meeting where you want to put in external speaker and you want to make these changes, you can just do it by choosing the meeting template and just say go, and it will do it for you. And now when we go back here, you will see that we now have meeting agenda where we have an external speaker and we have the regular meeting. Now our members can assign themselves for the different roles, and that's how you do it. If you have any questions, my name is Tarek. I am the president for this term of Copenhagen Club, and I'm happy to help you in any ways. Please contact me. I wish you a lot of fun with it, and please do invite external speakers to your club, because I think it's a very good thing. Have fun with it. Hi.